Hello my schoolers and welcome to the Myschool channel. My name is Angela and in this video we are going to be tackling the English language JAMB past question for the year 2023. Please stay with us, don't go anywhere and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the Myschool channel. Today we are going to be reviewing questions 61 to 90. So let's begin with question 61. This question is based on the Life Changer novel. What appellation was given to Tally for all his amazing show of personality? A. The cool and calm one. B. The moody ones. C. The simple and delicate one. D. The quiet one. So the answer to this question is D, the quiet one, and we can see this on page 21 of the novel, where we discover that he was not given this name at birth, but it was because of his quiet nature while he was growing up. That's why he was given the name. So our answer to this question is D. Question 62. In each of the questions, the word in capital letters has the emphatic stress. Choose the option to which the given sentence relates. A good description includes specific nouns. So we have the options. Option A, does a good description exclude specific nouns? B, does a good description include specific verbs? C, does a good description include obscure nouns? And finally, D, does a poor description include specific nouns? Remember that the definition of emphatic stress is the placement of greater stress on a particular word in a sentence. In this case, the stress is in the word includes. So in order to find the answer, we have to look for the question that does not contain that particular word or that contains a word that is different from that word. So we can see in the options we have include here, include and include, but here we have exclude. So this is the answer. Does a good description exclude specific nouns? No, a good description includes specific nouns. So option A is our answer. Question 63. Choose the word which has the same consonant sounds as the underlying letters. So we have the word pleasure. And the options: A, rejoice, B, surge, C, seizure, D, reassure. So let's go to the board to transcribe the words. So first of all, we have the word pleasure, and pleasure can be transcribed as this. Then rejoice can be transcribed as this. The word surge can be transcribed as this. The word seizure can be transcribed as this. And finally, the word reassure can be transcribed as this. So from the options, you can see that the word that has this sound is this one. Both of them has j sound. But the rest of them, you should not be confused by this, because this can be pronounced as one sound. It is pronounced j as opposed to the j sound. Okay, so let's go back to the board to get our answer. So from the transcription, we can see that the answer to this question is C, seizure. Question 64. This question is based on the Life Changer novel, whose reticent nature while growing up earned him the title The Quiet One. A, Tally, B, Bint, C, Omar, D, Omi. And the answer to this question is A, Tally. And we can see this on page 21 of the novel, where we discover that he was regarded as a very quiet person who never engaged in a fight with anyone. So our answer is A, Tally. Question 65. In this question, select the option that best explains the information conveyed in the sentence. The solution lies in choosing between various negative alternatives. We have A, the solutions are many. B, the solution lies in choosing between the positive and negative. C, the solution can be found in one of the negative options. D, the solution is a negative one. So the sentence actually means that there are so many negative options and the solution lies among one of these negative options. So we're going to check the options to see which one of them rhymes with that. Option A, the solutions are many. So this does not show that the solution lies between various negative alternatives. So we can cancel this out. Option B says the solution lies in choosing between the positive and negative. The sentence does not make any reference to any positive alternative, so we can cancel this out as well. Then option C says the solution can be found in one of the negative options. This accurately describes what is said in the sentence, so it can be our answer. And lastly, the solution is a negative one. Here, it does not state that the solution lies between various or negative alternatives. It only makes reference to the fact that the solution is a negative one. So this can be cancelled out as well. So the answer to this question is C. The solution can be found in one of the negative options. And we can see that because the sentence says that it lies in choosing between various negative, alternative, or options. So our answer is C. Question 66. In this question, the word in capital letters has the emphatic stress. Choose the option to which the given sentence relates. A maker finished his homework yesterday. We have option A, who finished his homework yesterday? B, when did the maker finish his homework? C, did the maker do his homework yesterday? And lastly, D, was the maker helped to do his homework? So remember that the definition for emphatic stress is that it is the placement of greater stress on a particular word or phrase in a sentence. And in this case, the stress is placed on the word Emeka. So the rule is that we should find a question that does not have that particular word in the sentence. So let's look at the options. In option A, we can see that there is no mention of Emeka, but we can see Emeka in B, C, and D. So our answer to this question is A. And we can see that the word who is an interrogative pronoun that is helping to inquire after who finished his homework yesterday. So our answer is A. Question 67. Choose the option that is nearest in meaning to the underlined words. After thousands of years of existing, elephants still remain extant. A, subdued, B, pulverized, C, strong, D, enduring. So the word extant means to be able to continue to survive or thrive despite harsh conditions. And so we're looking for a word that is nearest in meaning to that. The word subdued actually means suppressed or brought down, while the word pulverized means to reduce to dust. Both words have nothing to do with the word extant. The word strong means physical strength. And lastly, the word enduring is similar in meaning to extant because it means surviving or thriving. So our answer to this question is D, enduring. Question 68. This question is based on the life-changer novel. Salma stayed at the most coveted and famous Dash hostel. A, Queen Amina, B, Queen Moremi, C, Queen Latifat, D, Queen Hanifat. So the answer to this question is A, Queen Amina. And we can find this on page 31 of the novel, where we'll find out that it is this hostel that most of the savvy and sophisticated ladies at the university stay. So our answer is A, Queen Amina. Question 69. This question is based on the life-changer novel. Who called the attention of the district head when it was discovered that Tale buys more than he could consume from the supermarkets? A, his friends, B, the grocers, C, his neighbors, D, his colleagues. So the answer to this question is B, the grocers. We can find this on page 22 of the novel when we discover that the grocers were suspicious of Tale because he bought more groceries than he could consume. And so our answer to this question is B, the grocers. Question 70. In this question, identify the word that has the stress on the first syllable. A, confirm, B, intact, C, resist, and D, salon. So we're going to go to the board to transcribe each of the words. So first of all, we have the word confirm, and it can be transcribed as this. The word intact can be transcribed as this. The word resist can be transcribed as this. And finally, the word salon can be transcribed as this. So there's something that is very important when it comes to stress. We identify the schwa sound and the e sound as weak syllables, and whenever we find them in a particular word, we try to avoid placing stress on those syllables. So in this case, we can see the schwa sound here, and so the stress has to be on the next syllable. Then in the word intact, there is the E sound here, which is a weak syllable, so we put the stress here. The word resist has weak syllables in both syllables, so the rule does not apply in this case. So we follow the normal rule, which states that in a verb, the stress is placed on the second syllable. And so we have our answer. In the word salon, the stress is placed on the first syllable. So let's go back to the screen to mark our answer. So we can see that the answer to this question is D, salon, because the stress is on the first syllable of the word. Question 71. In each of the following sentences, the word that receives the emphatic stress is written in capital letters. From the options lettered A to D, choose the one which the sentence is the appropriate answer. Lambusa took off the wig. A. What did Lambusa do? B. Who took off the wig? C. Did Lambusa take off a wig? And D. Did Lambusa take off a ring? Remember that the definition for emphatic stress is that it is the placement of greater stress on a particular word or phrase in a sentence. In this case, the stress is placed on the phrase took off. So we're going to look for a question that does not contain that particular phrase. In option A, we can see that there is no took off in that particular question. So that could be our answer. In option B, there is the phrase took off. So that is not our answer. Then in option C, we can see that there is a variant of the phrasal verb took off, which is take off. And so we can say that took off is also in that particular option. And lastly, we can see take off here again. So the verb is actually in that question. So our answer to this question is A, because we can't find the phrasal verb took off in that option. Question 72. Choose the option opposite in meaning to the underlined word in each sentence. During the maths test, some students got an approximate score of 20. A frank, B, a measured, C, a precise, D, an inaccurate. So in this case, the word approximate means inexact. So we are looking for a word that is opposite in meaning to that. Option A frank, means honest or truthful, and it has nothing to do with being exact or precise. Option B, measured, means calculated, and calculation has nothing to do with precision. So we can cancel that out, as well as option A. Option C is a precise, and it actually means exact. It is the opposite of the word approximate, and so that could be our answer. Lastly, option D, inaccurate, means something that is incorrect, and it has nothing to do with precision. So we can cancel that out. So our answer to this question is C, a precise. Question 73. In each of the following sentences, there is one underlined word. From the list of words lettered A to D, choose the one that is most nearly opposite in meaning to the underlined word. The test shows that the lumps are malignant. A, numerous, B, cancerous, C, dominant, D, benign. In medical diagnosis, the word malignant actually means when cells invade normal tissue. It is usually used to refer to cancerous cells. So the opposite of the word malignant is benign, and it's actually a very common terminology in medical diagnosis as well. It actually means cells that are harmless or tissues that are harmless to the body. So our answer is D, benign. Question 74. Choose the word that has the same rhyme scheme as sweet. A, twice, B, sweat, C, sweet, D, suit. So let's go to the board to transcribe the words. So first of all, we have the word sweet. It can be transcribed as this. The word twice can be transcribed as this. The word sweat can be transcribed as this. The word sweet can be transcribed as this. And finally, the word suit can be transcribed as this. So from the transcription, we can see that the word sweet and sweet are actually pronounced the same way. So sweet is our answer. Let's go back to the screen to mark our answer. So our answer to this question is C, sweet. Question 75. The primary stress is indicated by writing the syllable on which it occurs in capital letters. From the words lettered A to D, choose the one that has the correct stress. Presidency. So in this particular word, the stress is on the first syllable because it is a noun. In most nouns, the stress is usually on the first syllable. You should also note that there is another option to identify where the stress is on. So in this case, you can identify the vowel sounds in the word and check to see if they are weak syllables. In this case, this is a weak syllable. We have the E sound here. This is also a weak syllable. We have the L sound, and here we have the E sound. But here we have the A sound. This is not a weak syllable, so the stress can be on the first syllable. So our answer is D, presidency. Question 76. This question is based on the Life Changer novel. How old is Baines? 5 years old, 10 years old, 8 years old, or 7 years old? So the answer to this question is A, 5 years old. And we can see this on page 1 of the novel, where we're introduced to Umi's children. So our answer is A, 5 years old. Question 77. Choose the option opposite in meaning to the underlined word in each sentence. The abeyance of school activities last semester was a reason for concern. A, continuance, B, collapse, C, reduction, and D, intensity. So the word abeyance actually means the ending or suspension of a particular event. In this case, we're looking for the opposite in meaning to that, which means the moving on or carrying on of a particular activity. So let's look at the option. Option A says continuance, and continuance actually means the carrying on of a particular activity. So that could be our answer. The word collapse actually means the destruction of something. It has nothing to do with carrying on a particular activity. So that is not our answer. The word reduction actually means depletion, and it has nothing to do with the carrying on of an activity. So that is not our answer. And the word intensity actually means the strength or height of something, and it has nothing to do with that as well. So our answer to this question is A, continuance, because it means the carrying on of school activity, and it's opposite of the word abeyance. Our answer is A, continuance. Do you know you can take practice questions with our simulated JAMB CBT past questions? All you need to do is to click on the link in the description below. This will take you to the Myschool website, where you can download the Myschool mobile app for your Android devices and the Myschool software for your laptops and computers. Please go ahead and start practicing. Now on to question 78. From the words lettered A to D below, choose the word or group of words that is nearest in meaning to the underlined word as it is used in the passage. Mr. Brown is often described as an astute businessman. A, shrewd, B, miserly, C, proud, D, thrifty. The word astute actually means intelligent or clever. And so we are looking for a word that is nearest in meaning to that. So the word shrewd actually means having a sharp sense of judgment, and it's nearest in meaning to the word astute. So that could be our answer. But let's look at other options. The word miserly actually means unwilling to spend money, and it has nothing to do with being clever or intelligent. The word proud means having a high opinion of oneself. It has nothing to do with being clever. And lastly, the word thrifty actually means not willing to spend money. So our answer to this question is shrewd, because it's closest in meaning to the word astute. I believe you're enjoying this content. If yes, please do not forget to hit the like button, click on the subscribe button, and lastly, tap on the notification bell to get informed as soon as we release the next videos. Question 79 to 83 comes with a comprehension passage. So I would advise you to click on the link in the description below. This takes you to the Myschool website. There you can access the comprehension passage, or you can pause the video as soon as the passage is displayed on the screen. Do not forget that the aim of a comprehension passage is to read and understand, pinpoint the main points, and then get back to the questions. Now let's begin with question 79. According to the passage, astronauts A are always successful, B, always do what is expected of them, C, no, they may not return from their journey into space, D, have courage and mental stability. So the answer to this question can be found on paragraph 4, where it says, naturally, they may have some slight foreboding on the contingency of their non-return. So the word foreboding actually means dread, anxiety, fear, while the word contingency means the possibility or probability of something happening. So in this case, they are afraid of the possibility of their non-return, of them not returning back from space. And so the answer to this question is C, know that they may not return from their journey into space. Question 80. The farmer in the passage A used to be self-sufficient, B had a dream to expand his farm, C is more envied than the astronauts, D lives a life too simple. The answer to this question can be found on paragraph 2, where it was stated he was self-sufficient. All the other options cannot be found in the passage. There is no reference to him dreaming to expand his farm or being more envied than the astronauts. There is also no reference to the fact that he lives a life too simple. So the answer to this question is A. He used to be self-sufficient. Question 81. According to the passage, success depends on A, challenges, B, brawn, C, risks, D, brain. So the answer to this question can be found on paragraph 2, where it says that successes are conditioned by the amount of risk we are about to take. So we can see risk is here, and then the answer to the question is C, risks. Question 82. What sort of life, according to the passage, will drive people back like aimless sheep back to cave dwelling? A, life without risks. B, life without science and technology. C, life without ambition. And D, life without hope. So the answer to this question can be found in both paragraph 2 and 3. It says, but were we all to revert to such a life, we will be driven back like aimless sheep to cave dwelling. So the life that they are referring to here can be found in the last paragraph, where they talked about how he had no ambition whatsoever, he told me. So this is actually being referred to in this particular sentence. The life that is referring to is the life without ambition. So our answer to this question is C, life without ambition. Question 83. Rough in the first sentence of the passage means A, mountains and molehills, B, the dangers attributed to space travel, C, challenges that will breed opportunities, and D, difficulties. So the answer to this question is challenges that will breed opportunities. We can see that in the prayer that was given by the author to the reader. May your road be rough. He's not actually cursing the readers, but he's actually hoping that the readers will encounter challenges and difficulties along the way, because he believes that it is these challenges and difficulties that will create opportunities for growth and success in the life of the readers. So our answer to this question is C, challenges that will breed opportunities. Question 84. Choose the word with the same vowel sound as the one in brackets. Bandage. We have A, cacophony, B, says, C, cage, and D, kites. So let's go to the board to transcribe the words. So the word bandage can be transcribed as this. The word cacophony can be transcribed as this. The word says can be transcribed as this. The word cage can be transcribed as this. And finally, the word kite can be transcribed as this. So from the transcription, we are trying to identify the word that has this E sound. And we can see that it's only in the word cacophony that we have the E sound. So that's our answer. So let's go back to the screen to mark our answer. So our answer is A, cacophony. Question 85. From the options lettered A to D, choose the option that is nearest in meaning to the underlined word. I have an aversion for war movies. A, dislike. B, addiction. C, preference. D, bitterness. So the word aversion actually means a distaste or a disgust for a particular thing. So we're looking for a word that is nearest in meaning to that. The word dislike also means distaste. So that could be our answer. The word addiction has nothing to do with aversion or dislike for something. The word preference actually means a likeness for something over other things. It has nothing to do with dislike. It's actually the opposite of dislike. The word bitterness actually means resentment. It has nothing to do with hatred. Hatred and resentment are different words, two different words with two different meanings. So the answer to this question is A, dislike, because both dislike and aversion actually means disgust or distaste. Our answer is A. Question 86. Choose the option that is nearest in meaning to the underlined word. When the night fell, we had to hasten to the motor park. A, disperse, B, averse, C, hurry, D, return. So the word hasten means to move or act in a quick fashion, and we're looking for a word that is nearest in meaning to hasten. The word disperse actually means to scatter, and it has nothing to do with moving in a quick fashion. So we can cancel that out. The word averse actually means turn back. So it has nothing to do with moving in a quick fashion. The word hurry actually means to rush or to move in a quick fashion. So that could be our answer. And finally, the word return means to turn back or to come back. It has nothing to do with moving in a quick fashion. So that's not our answer. Our answer to this question is C, hurry. Question 87. Choose the word that has the same rhyme scheme as the word laugh. We have life, half, ghost, and light. So let's transcribe the words to see which one of them have the same rhyme scheme. So we'll start with the word laugh. It can be transcribed as this. The word life can be transcribed as this. The word half can be transcribed as this. The word ghost can be transcribed as this. And the word light can be transcribed as this. So from the transcription, we can see that the word laugh and half rhyme with each other because they end with the sounds half. So let's go back to the screen to mark our answer. So the answer to this question is B, half. Do you have any questions? Please feel free to ask a question by clicking the link in the description below. This takes you to the Myschool website. There you can ask your questions and solutions will be provided to you within a short period of time. Now moving on to question 88. The prisoner finally dashed that he drank to dash on the night he committed the murder. We have A, exceeded/extreme, B, acceded/access, C, conceded/excess, D, eluded/escape. So for this particular sentence, we are looking for something that actually means that the prisoner agreed that he drank too much on the night he committed the murder. So we are looking for a word that actually means agree and a word that means too much or something relating to that. So let's look at the options. So we have option A, exceeded and extreme. The word exceeded means to go beyond a particular limit and it has nothing to do with agree. So we can cancel this out. The word acceded means to actually agree to something. So that could be our answer. The word access means to gain entrance to something. And it has nothing to do with drinking too much. So that's not our answer. The word conceded actually means to surrender, to agree to something. So that's correct. The word excess means too much. So option C could be our answer, but let's look at option D. The word eluded means to escape, and it has nothing to do with agreeing to something. So that's not our answer. So the correct answer to this question is option C. Do you have a better explanation or solution to any of these questions? Please feel free to share this by going down to the comment section and indicating the question number and the solution you would like to share. Question 89. Fill in the gap with the appropriate option. Children are not allowed in the park dash dark. A, at, B, over, C, after, D, in. So the answer to this question is C, after, because after dark is an idiomatic expression that is commonly used to refer to during the night time or after it is already dark. So children are not allowed in the park after dark makes sense because children are not supposed to be out in the night. So the answer to this question is C, after. Question 90. Fill each gap with the most appropriate option from the list provided. We had to dash the group headed by Taiwo. A, sell out, B, sell off, C, sell up, D, sold. Option A, sell out, actually means to betray someone. And that could be our answer, because when you put betray in that gap, we had to betray the group headed by Taiwo. It makes sense. So it could be our answer. Option B and C, sell off and sell up, actually means the same thing. They are both phrasal verbs that are used to refer to the act of selling a particular business or a particular thing, and it has nothing to do with this particular sentence. You can't sell a group. So option B and C can be eliminated. Option D, sold, does not actually make sense, because the past tense of sell is sold. And again, sold has nothing to do with this. You can't sell a group. So take this out. So answer to this question is A, sell out. I believe you're enjoying this content. If yes, please do not forget to hit the like button, click on the subscribe button, and lastly, tap on the notification bell to get informed as soon as we release the next videos.